So previously I made a video having a first quick look at the Lightyear investing app, which is available for people in the UK and is especially good for those wanting to invest with just a small amount of money. So in this video I'm going to go through my Lightyear investment portfolio and explain to you guys how it works and any new features that have been added since the last video. So without further ado, let's get to the portfolio. The value of my portfolio currently is £19.53. So for those who are new to investing, this can be very representative of investing with just a small amount of money. Lightyear makes it very easy to start investing with as little as £1. Out of all the UK based investing apps, it has one of the lowest fees, which is really good. Even its foreign exchange fee is quite low. So we have an overview of the day, the week, the month, the year to date, the year and the maximum, and you can see by this value here is the highest my portfolio reached, which was around £20.27. So if you're new to investing, you should know that the portfolio value is going to go up and down quite regularly. So in my video last time I said Lightyear is heavily based on US stocks. However, they have made a lot of changes to their range of stocks they offer. So not only do they have a huge range of American stocks, and now they have ETFs for the first time. So if you press view all, they have the big stuff like the S&P 500 from iShares, from Vanguard. They have the FTSE All-World High Dividend Yield, many different types of S&P 500, from VUSD, which I haven't even heard of before, VUAG, which I have heard before. They have the VUSA, which is the main one. They all have all sorts of different ones like the Vanguard USD Treasury Bond, which is an ETF. So the selection of stocks has increased, and now you can finally start investing in ETFs, because I don't generally recommend investing in individual stocks because it's a very dangerous game. You could end up losing most, if not all, of your money if you put your money into only a few amounts of stocks. So now you can invest in ETFs, which is very good, and that is what I'm going to actually be doing right now. So if you go to view all, I want to invest in, let's say, the iShares S&P 500, and if I press buy, so I have only available around $1 point something. So if I want to do that, let's see if it will allow me to actually buy this ETF. Unfortunately not yet, so fractional shares doesn't seem like it is a possibility right now. I tried to put in the number 1 and that corresponds to the number of shares, so it's not going to allow me to buy that. Let's go back and see if it does work on another one. So press the Vanguard S&P 500. No. Okay, so for ETFs they're not currently offering fractional shares. So let's go back to my portfolio and see what I have been investing in. And as you can see, I have £18.48 invested and £1.04 in cash. You can clearly see that this is in dollars, so this is the dollar amount. I'm going to keep it into dollar amounts because I usually invest in US stocks using this app. So my current investments are this one, which I received a free $10 when I used the code that I used in the previous video. So I bought the S&P Global and it's down by 2.9%, so not the best thing that I've ever put my money in. So Ecolab, I bought around $1.5 in that. That's down by 4.99%, so that's an 8 cents loss. 3M is doing incredibly well. It's up around 15%. That gives me a net profit of $16 if I choose to, of course, sell it, but not right now. McDonald's is doing amazing as well, so that's a 12% increase. 3M, McDonald's, Sherwin-Williams, and some of the other ones here are actually dividend stocks. So if you hold them for a long term, they will start paying you annually around 2 to 3% or whatever the exact number is, I'm not sure. Sherwin-Williams is up by 7.8%, which is really, really good. Tesla is up by 4%, which is doing really well for a tech company. Right now, tech companies aren't doing too well. Franklin Resources, so if you just saw the numbers pop around, that's because the market is still open for the American people. So Franklin Resources is up by 2%. Starbucks is down by 0.82%, which is actually quite surprising because Starbucks has been doing pretty well during the season, because when recession hits and stuff like that, people don't necessarily tend to cut out Starbucks and McDonald's completely. Sometimes it actually goes up because they need that one vice, that one cheap product that will help them get through the tough times. AMD surprisingly has gone up by 5%, and I had a lot of faith in AMD, and of course AMD, when I bought it, I knew it was a good value to buy it at that price, and it's gone up by 5%. Anyway, all these stocks, I am definitely going to keep them for the long run. I am not a short-term investor. If you're new to investing, the best thing that you can really do is to stay in the market for a longer term. If you invest in companies for a long time, you're more likely to make money because the money is always made over time. Maybe check out this video here and I'll explain how to actually invest as a beginner. So Nike is up by 5%, which is really good, and American Express also up by 2.4%. But the reasoning behind buying these stocks is that I see Lightyear as an app where you can put very small amounts of money in, not necessarily anything serious, but if this is your only portfolio, it's definitely not my only portfolio. Maybe it will get you into investing. You'll realize that putting £1 here, £2 here can really add up. The value of your investments over the long term can really add up, and then maybe you'll be incentivized to put more of your savings or more of your extra income into investing and try to grow your wealth like that. So the reasoning behind buying these stocks is that I have a Trading 212 account and I follow this almost daily dividend portfolio, and I've picked out some of the companies that are doing really well, like McDonald's, 3M, Sherwin-Williams, Starbucks, Nike, American Express. They're all from that portfolio, or most of them are anyway, and I thought, why don't I just put them onto Lightyear and show that there are certain companies that you can pick and choose and diversify your money. So I haven't put all my money into one basket, I am putting it on all these companies. For example, if I woke up tomorrow and Sherwin-Williams was completely bust, I would lose $1.18, but I've spread out my risk across many different companies, and that's exactly what ETFs do, and you can purchase many ETFs from Lightyear right now. Do remember that this video is not sponsored or anything. I don't get anything from anyone signing up to Lightyear. I'm just saying that it is a viable option if you're new to investing and you don't want to put in too much money. Lightyear could be the app for you, maybe it's not. I make lots of other videos on other investment platforms. I like to try out many different investment platforms. I'm not telling anyone to specifically go for one investment platform. Always do your research, especially when you're putting your money into stocks, because listening to a random guy on the internet almost never actually leads to anything good. You should do your own research, you should hold for the long term. Maybe if you put your money into ETFs, that could be a better way to mitigate some of the risks. But anyway, that has been my Lightyear portfolio update. Make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I will see you in the next video.